Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm Serena and today I'm going to be talking about 3 years of HRT. Yep, I can't believe it. It's actually been 3 years. Like, that's really crazy. It went by very fast. It's just like one of those things that when it's happening it seems slow, but then you look back at the time that's passed and it's just like, wow, has that already happened? But anyway, I wasn't very sure I was going to make this video. I had just made a 2.5 year HRT video, but if you follow any of those videos at all, you would know that I had my hormones screwed up for like a 1.5 years, and around that time is when they were corrected. And so it's been like, I don't know, probably around 6 months since that video and since that happened, and there's probably been more changes within that time than there has been in the past year. So I felt I should probably cover that in this video with the whole 3 year thing. I already had my appointment, which happens to line up with all that still, even though I've adjusted places I've gone and stuff. I still ended up having an appointment that landed on the close to the same time that I started hormones 3 years ago, so that's kind of fun. I ended up having that appointment though, and it all actually went really good. I already got my test results back, and indeed my hormones are in the correct range finally, and everything has been really good. The changes that I've really noticed in the past 6 months have been the stuff that I've been looking for probably the whole time. So it's been like really exciting that it's finally happening. Some of the main stuff that includes is like my hips filling out and my butt, of course, which became incredibly apparent in July whenever I had a cosplay that I was doing because we went to a convention. We had made this dress and basically we had been working on it for a while before that, and I hadn't tried it on in a long time, and when I tried it on, I had issues getting it on. I could not get it on at all. It did not want to fit. I was able to squeeze into it, but it was like really close, and I did not have that problem last time I put it on. So I've noticed that my face is finally filling out, which is something that I've wanted since the beginning so bad. Mostly, like looking back in the pictures even of just 6 months ago, like it's pretty apparent, and I was kind of just feeling like it was in my head or something like that until I started talking to people that, I hang around all the time. They're like, no, it has changed. So I'm very happy about that because that was a really big thing for me. I have also noticed a lot more with the breast development. It's like actually happening now. I mean, it was happening before, but it was like very, very, very slow, and it's probably like easily doubled within the last 6 months, which is like insane compared to the overall amount of development. I'm like a lot more positive about actually having something as far as that goes, because there just wasn't much going on there. But now that there kind of is, it's like, wow, I actually have hope that, that's probably gonna continue, at least I hope, and I have the hope, so I'm glad about that. And the last thing is something that I didn't expect at all, and that is my body hair actually slowed down a little more and really thinned out, like mostly on my legs. Like my leg hair is like it's like half of what it was. I swear, like I have been just very shocked at how thin the hair has gotten and how like much that I don't have to really like focus on shaving it and stuff. Like it's just easier and all that. It's been pretty awesome, and I didn't expect that to happen. So I'm really happy about that. That was just an added bonus that didn't really have to happen, that I'm just like, awesome, I will take that. That's the 4 like main things I noticed. There was a couple others with like, like my skin probably, I think it is a little bit softer now. It seems a bit softer, so that was another one, like another little one. But anything else was pretty subtle and more of the minor changes and stuff. My endo actually seemed to be a little bit surprised that I haven't like plateaued, is what she's saying, where like, the development is like just slowed or just kind of done or whatever. Like I told her all this stuff yesterday and she seemed kind of surprised, and that it kind of all kicked back up again, and like was really happy for me and stuff. So I am very, very happy with the whole switch over to that place and everything. It's just been so much better. I'm just so glad. So, you know, finding a good place, especially if you have options for HRT, is very important, because you can either get people that don't care and kind of just leave you be and don't really communicate with you, or you can get people that are amazing, that know exactly what they're doing and like just actually care about you and stuff. Reflecting on the past 3 years, it's gone by really fast. I had a lot of validation happen recently, which I made a video about also. And there I talked a lot about how eye-opening things were. Like, I sort of suddenly realized that I'm able to like pass way more, and that people just were validating me way more than I had realized, especially whenever I encountered just lots and lots of strangers all in one place, which I haven't had that happen in a long time, and in a way that they had to come up and like talk to me, or that they would, because I was doing artsy stuff and they liked it, so they came up and talked to me and things. So basically that happened, and I've been able to gain a lot of confidence, and I've also been reflecting a bit more on some like photos. I found a really old one that I hadn't seen in years, and I was just like, whoa, this like it legitimately shocked me how different I looked back then. It's like a different person, like basically a relative or something. It's very interesting how that happens, and some of the changes and things can be so subtle that it's just like easy to like not realize what's all happening, and then you see a picture like that and you're just like, whoa, like who is that? I noticed just in the picture, like compared to each other, how much happier I am now, how much more full of life I look, especially with my eyes. Like in my picture, like in my old pictures, like if I wasn't hiding my face, which happened a lot, especially with the music stuff, like if you looked at my eyes, I just didn't look like I was there. And now I'm like totally opposite. Alive and living life. I have a difficult time relating to back then, and even like some of the early parts of my transition. Like it's weird to think back on like, oh, well, I was afraid to go outside and afraid to present how I wanted to. Like it's hard to relate to those types of feelings and emotions now, and I'm so much more comfortable with who I am and everything, that thinking back to a point where I wasn't is just weird. There definitely was times like I would be like hiding in the apartment that I lived in, and I would not want to leave until I knew every single person around there had a very low chance of encountering me. So that was a very, very nerve-wracking time. Like I can't believe I actually like put myself through that. Those are the main things though. With, you know, hitting this 3-year mark, I'm really excited that I've actually gotten to this point. It's pretty amazing. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time, goodbye.